All right, now that you've filed your tax return, it's time to decide what to do with the money if you got any back. Financial professional Cathy DeWitt Dunn is here with what she recommends. Good morning, Cathy.
Good morning.
So we were just chatting about this, and I know that before we think about spending the money, we need to really change our mindset when it comes to our refunds. How is that?
Well, absolutely. I mean, for the average American that's getting a refund right now, the average refund's $3,100. So what you need to do is take a look at that and go, on average, that's 2 paychecks for someone. So you've taken all year to get this tax refund and you've put money away. Now you need to rethink about what you're going to do with it.
Okay, so let's talk about some of those ideas, because I'm going to guess you're not going to say, Jenny, go on your dream vacation with the money.
No, I'm not going to.
With it, like an emergency fund, I know is one of your suggestions. Talk about that.
Yeah, that's really big. I mean, on average right now, 38% of Americans were just recently polled, and if they had an emergency, they felt they had enough money to cover that particular emergency from their emergency funds. So I tell all of my clients, you need to have at least 3 to 6 months of savings put away in the event of an emergency. So if you don't have a fund right now, use this money to fund your emergency fund. And if you're lucky enough that you do have one, maybe you invest in your retirement. Put that money away, put it aside, but out of sight, out of mind, and use it for something that's very productive.
Otherwise, it's just you don't even notice that it's there.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just you spent it on nothing. Another thing that I know you suggest is really cutting down on debt.
I mean, one of the big things is I want to tell everybody that's getting a refund this year, why don't you use that money and pay off some of your debt? Now, if you have credit card debt that you've already paid off, put the money towards maybe a mortgage payment or another extra added car payment this month. Or if you've got high interest rate credit cards, pay those down. But use this money for something very valuable, especially, once again, it took you all year long and you're getting your own money back, so let's use it very wisely.
Hey, speaking of getting your own money back, another thing, and this is something that my dad taught me way back in the day when I used to love getting that big refund at the end. He's like, if you're getting the big refund, you need to change your withholdings. Is that still correct? Would you recommend that?
Absolutely. I mean, a lot of people, if you're getting a refund check every single year, what you want to do is take a look at your W-4. You might want to go into your payroll office. Anytime during the year, you can change your withholding, because you have to realize the reason why you're getting a refund is because you've been overpaying. And the whole goal with taxes is at the end is not to owe additional money and maybe just, get a little bit of a refund. So if you change your withholding, you actually might even see an increase in your paycheck. So there's some things that you need to do. And I've got a great link to the IRS at womenmoneyempower.com that'll help people with figuring out what they should be withholding.
Good, and we'll put that on our website too to help people out. Now, the other aspect of this is pay it forward, and it sounds like you're talking about that in terms of reinvesting in your own career.
Yeah, use this tax refund and invest it in your career. Yeah. Maybe go take an online course or attend a workshop or a seminar, something that's going to empower you and do something, and it's going to maybe help you with your career. And you might see that later down the road in your paycheck. So that's going to empower you later down the road.
We love it. And then finally, you said that we can just split it up and do a little bit of everything, right?
Well, one of the things, it's not an all or nothing situation. So if you get a tax refund, maybe you put a lot towards debt, or maybe you want to splurge a little bit. Maybe you go to Starbucks every single morning. Why don't you take that little bit of that money and go buy a cappuccino maker or an espresso maker? Or if you're going to the health club and you've not been going that often, you've already fallen off the New Year's resolution thing, maybe go get a piece of workout equipment and a couple of DVDs. Sure. But just splurge a little bit, but take a majority of that refund and pay down your debt.
Cathy DeWitt Dunn, thank you. And you guys heard it. Splurge a little bit and then put the rest into something useful. Thank you so much. And the information again on our website, fox4news.com.